Welcome and thanks for joining us at EMII.com. I'm Chris Dignam with your hedge fund headlines. Today is Monday, March 23, 2009. Private equity firm TPG has written down the value of investments in its sixth buyout fund. According to Reuters, the Texas-based firm has written down TPG Partners 6 by 29% at the end of 2008. TPG 6, which had about $20 billion in commitments, later allowed investors to cut their commitments, trimming the size to about $19 billion. The fund lost $473 million on its investment in Washington Mutual, following a move by the U.S. government to close and sell WAMU's banking assets to J.P. Morgan Chase. Staying with hedge fund news, Goldman Sachs has warned its London-listed fund of hedge funds shareholders on voting against continuing the $522 million fund. According to the Financial Times, Goldman said the shareholders would have to wait until 2012 to get all their cash back if they voted to close the Dynamic Opportunities Fund. The wrapping up of the fund would take until January 2012 to get back 89% of its assets, as many of the hedge funds in which it invests have long lockups. And in more hedge fund news, an InvestCorp-led private equity consortium will buy a majority stake in Azorde, a Saudi Arabian gold and jewelry company. According to the Financial Times, it will acquire 70% of the world's fourth biggest gold and jewelry maker for over $300 million. Bahrain-based InvestCorp will have a 51% hold in Azorde, which its partners Eastgate Capital and Abu Dhabi-based The National Investor will take the rest. And in other hedge fund news, the Macquarie Funds Group has raised $380 million for two Asian funds of funds. According to Private Equity Online, Macquarie has raised $300 million for Macquarie Asia Pacific Private Equity, a fund of funds which will invest in private equity funds across diverse strategies and geographies in the region. And that rounds out today's hedge fund headlines. Thanks for joining us on EMII.com. For more details on these stories and much more, click onto our hedge fund channel online and read the full stories and the latest developments.